Good morning, guys, and welcome to my channel, Oscar Baseball 2020 in YouTube. And the intent for this channel is for me to share the experiences that made me a better player, and hopefully on that 16-year career that I had, I'm able to transmit some of that to you guys. Um, and that's actually the intent of the channel to help you get better. Back in the day when I was in high school or college or even my early stage of my career, there's no internet, there's no information where you can rely on. So I'll tell you a little bit about my background. I was a 14th round pick from the Seattle Mariners in 1999, and I went ahead and played for 16 seasons. Played in the States for about 2, 3 minor league seasons. Then I came back to Mexico and played the rest of my career. And I played with a lot of great players. I was able to be a champion in three different years with different teams. So I have a little bit of experience about baseball, and here it's the intention again is to share my experiences to help you get better and to reach your potential. I know that does say a lot, but the things that I'm going to talk to you about are going to help you. Maybe you can relate or pass it on to somebody else. So something that I want to do for the first time, it's to start off with a scout letter that I was sent to when I was in high school. I had a lot of offerings back in the day, and I want to read you the letter as it really says, and it really comes from the Colorado Rockies, one of them that I could find on the Mount's house, and it drew my attention. But I'm going to read it to you so that we can pick the exact word that I'm going to be concentrating into, and then I'm going to share one of the experiences. I'm also going to give you a tip at the end of the video of the approach that I used to take for hitting, or their routine that I used to do. Now, of course, if you guys have any questions, you can always leave it down there. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and share the information. Without further ado, I'm going to start. Hey, I'm going to show you the letter. Of course, I'm going to block kind of the scout's number, but this is the letter that it was sent to me, and I'm going to read it to you so you can know what it looks like, and then we're going to go into a very specific. So it says, "Dear Oscar, hopefully this letter in questionnaire it will in some way benefit you, your family, myself, and the Colorado Rockies Baseball Club. I've seen you play baseball several times this spring, and I congratulate you on the ability and the approach you take to the game. I would appreciate you taking the time to answer the questions on the reverse side. The easy part of my job is going to the games every day and report on the players that I feel have a chance to be a major league player. The tough part of it's determine which players will sign when they drafted in a particular round. Some athletes would rather attend college before trying pro ball. Some college juniors would like to get their degrees before signing. Others feel like they're ready to sign now if the money is fair. So just be honest, and as when you circle the answers, don't be afraid to put how much money it will take for you to sign. Don't put more, don't put less. And if you're not sure or not ready to play pro ball, please say so. Don't write anything that a scout would like you to write. Write how you feel. If you have any questions, what have you, here's my phone number. And shout out to Pat Jones, a great man. He's a Florida scouting supervisor back in the day. I'm not sure what he's doing right now, but shout out to him. So what I wanted to take about this letter, and something that I think is important, it's how he says of the approach. It says, "I have seen you play baseball several times this spring, and congratulate you on your ability." Of course, for you to get drafted, you have to have ability, right? We're talking about the 5 tools, what have you. But something that drew my attention about this particular letter is it says, "and the approach you take to the game." So I'm not a big guy. I'm not the fastest guy either. but the approach I've took to the game. So that's actually very important part of baseball in general. How do you approach situations? How do they see you? How do you see them? And of course, to go into an example of an approach. Now, if the situation is on fielding, played shortstop in high school, and then quickly I got moved to third and second when I signed pro. But if you're in a position where you can change the momentum of the game, the approach, or the right approach will take, if your pitcher's, getting a base hit or a few base hits, and you're just standing around, trying to wonder, how are you going to get out of this jam? Instead of thinking of that, once you grab the rustling bag for a little bit, ask the umpire, you didn't even have to ask him, get the rustling bag, and then during that time, just take him, give him some encouraging words. That itself will remind him that he can't get out of the jam, that you're right there behind him, and that will give him an extra breather. That can be something as far as the approach of the game that the scout might be talking about. Now, momentum, as you know, is very, very important in the game, and if you're able to break their momentum to your favor, that's something that is going to be appreciated by the pitcher, by your teammates, by everybody. So, the approach is very important. Of course, they're going to like the guys that hit the ball out of the park, that can run the 6-0 and 60-yard dash, what have you. But those little things, those little approach, how you approach it, how you take that information and then translate it to win in the game. That's I think it's one of the most important things in the game. It's very hard to do. So I'm going to teach you guys, or I'm going to give you guys advices on how to do it, where to look, how to breathe. I was also of course, I was somebody during my career that was able to do extra things and to look for the edge. So meaning that I went and got certified as a yoga teacher, prevent injuries. Of course, did my nutrition part of it as well. And something that a brother told me one time, you have to invest in yourself. So investing in yourself is getting all those little edges, and on top of that, and of course, for instance, the yoga part of it, it's something that is going to prevent injury and is going to keep you in the game for a lot longer than what you used to. And something you can do to start working on your inside out swing, it's you need a bat, you need a wall. That's it. That's the advice that I'm going to give you today. Due to the COVID-19, of course, we can't really get out much. But this is what you do. So you step into the wall, get your bat, and right around right here, your feet, you got to be straight, so with your shoulders. And pretty much what you do, start doing some swing. Nice and easy. Make sure that your hands are on the inside part of it. One problem that can present in this situation is that you may want to open up your front shoulders to create some room. That's not going to work, as you can tell. The other thing you can't do wrong is to step away from it to try to create some space. So you can draw a line right here and just swing on the inside part. Remember, going shoulder to shoulder, inside part of the plate. And of course, I used to do this back in the day about 100 times a day. You can also look in the mirror to see where your bat is coming from. But this, it's going to help you have the inside out swing approach. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, Oscar Baseball 2020. And leave me your questions below. Hit the subscribe button. And let me know if you guys liked it. If you guys have any questions, I'll be able to answer you.